Glenn's dad, JJ, owns a small delivery service out of Farmington, New Mexico. And in fact, it's so small that he is the only employee. But he has a few trucks and a trailer, and he mostly takes packages out to the way far regions, the places that the bigger freight companies don't want to go. And one day, Glenn's dad is chilling with his friend Travis and his girlfriend when he gets a call to do a delivery out to Window Rock, which is out on the Navajo reservation about 2 hours from Farmington. And Travis says, "Hey, I got some family out there. I haven't seen them in forever. Why don't we go with you?" Glenn was probably 6 or 7 at the time, and it was summertime. So his dad said, "Well, why don't we all just go? And Travis, you can go see your family for a while. We'll go check out Window Rock," which is this rock formation that's like a sheer cliff, and it's got a hole in the middle so you can kind of see right through it. And so we'll check out the rock while you're visiting with your family, and then we'll come back. Now, as it turns out, Glenn's dad, JJ, his truck is full of freight, so they can't fit everybody into that truck. So they decide, well, let's just take 2 trucks. And if we're going to take 2 trucks, let's take walkie-talkies so we can talk to each other along the way. So off both trucks go to Window Rock. They get there. Travis peels off to go visit his family for a while. Glenn's dad makes his freight delivery, and then he and Glenn go check out Window Rock for a while. And when everybody's done, they get on the road to head back home. Now, Glenn says he was so young, most of the trip he doesn't even really remember. But this next part, he will never forget. So they're somewhere on the highway between Window Rock and Gallup, New Mexico. And one side of the road is sheer cliffs, and the other side is a huge field with a barbed wire fence separating the field from the highway. And it had just rained, so the roads were a little bit slick, and they're taking it kind of slow. So as they crest this hill, they look down at the bottom of the hill, and they see what looks to be a large dog sitting in the middle of the road. It's sitting back on its haunches, and it's looking at the cliffs. And Glenn's dad calls over the radio, "Hey, Trav, you see that big-ass dog sitting in the road?" And Travis yells back, "That is not a dog. Hit it. Speed up and hit it." He sounds almost hysterical. He's just screaming, "Hit it. Speed up. Hit it. Hit that f***ing dog. Hit it." So his dad starts to speed up. And as they get closer, they can see it a little bit more clearly. And they can see that it's covered in this brown and gray matted fur that looks like it's crusted in blood. And it's still just sitting there looking at the cliff until the headlights hit it. When the headlights hit it, it turns its head. And they can see it has a face. Now, Glenn says he doesn't know how else to describe it except for kind of a mix between a human face and a bear face. He said it's just undescribable, and it's all twisted and distorted, almost like it's in pain. And as they continue to get closer to this thing, they realize that it is freaking huge. It's sitting down, and its shoulder reaches about the top of the hood of the truck. So as the truck is continuing to barrel towards this thing, as it gets just inches from hitting it, this thing lets out a scream that sounded like somebody's lungs are filling with water. And it takes a leap backwards till it lands just on the highway side of the barbed wire fence. Then it takes one more backwards leap, clears the fence, and it is gone. And Travis comes back on the radio again and says, "Holy shit, just keep driving. We have to get out of here. We have to go. We have to go faster. We have to get out of here. We have to go faster." And he just kept repeating that over and over again. Faster. We have to go faster. So pretty soon, both trucks are speeding like crazy down the highway. And as they get to the outskirts of Gallup, they get pulled over. So both trucks pull over to the side of the road, which of course makes the officer, who happens to be a Navajo person himself, very nervous. So he gingerly steps up to Travis's truck and says, "What are you guys doing? Why are you both pulling over together?" And Travis says, "We just saw a skinwalker and it's been following us." At which point the officer stammers something about a verbal warning, jumps back into his cruiser and takes off. And Travis and JJ and Glenn do the same. And they didn't see anything else that night, but Travis would not let Glenn and his dad go home without first giving them a Navajo totem to keep the evil spirits away.